IDW's Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 9, continues on with the battle between the Resistance and the forces of the Eggman Empire, led this time by Neo Metal Sonic. And because of last issue's revelations, we find that Neo Metal Sonic has taken Angel Island and is slowly converting it into his own personal battle cruiser and using the Master Emerald as his trump card. With this, our heroes must take back Angel Island and save the Master Emerald and the world from the machinations of the Eggman Empire. And as the Resistance and their new allies reconvene, they slowly let everyone in on what's happening. Amy takes point in all this as Knuckles is too frustrated to really take charge. But Amy has been showing over this series that she is the leader and the strategist of this situation, which in many ways is a similar role that Sally took in the original Archie comics. What with that no longer being a valuable option, Amy takes more of that kind of role here, which is kind of welcome because she took that role in Sonic Boom as well. So we see a little bit of a shift of Amy's personality kind of becoming her Boom personality. We saw a little bit of it in the original Sonic Forces, and now it's coming to a head here in the IDW series. Blaze reveals the option of using her Soul Emeralds in order to strike a fatal blow to Metal Sonic, ending this as quickly as possible. However, Tails interjects, saying that it's possible that the Master Emerald might have the ability to neutralize the Soul Emeralds, similar to how it's able to neutralize the Chaos Emeralds. And even if that weren't a viable option, there's always the possibility Neo Metal Sonic could copy Blaze's bio data and possibly harness the powers of the Emerald himself, much like he was able to do with the Chaos Emeralds. Blaze is a little bit uneasy about this revelation, but she accepts it. So our heroes get ready to go on the offensive, boarding what I almost mistakenly thought of as the Sky Patrol from the, post-Genesis Wave Archie comics, but then I'm just like, oh wait, that's not that reality. This is the IDW reality, and this is just a random ship. Ian has gone on record saying that he doesn't want to include that much, lore quite at this point, and is it like going out of his way to name towns, random background characters, stuff like that. So everything's kind of to a certain degree kind of throwaway, so that there's room to breathe, especially if something from the game canon, changes. He doesn't have to backpedal on that, much like he had to do with a lot of Archie content. We have this sweet little moment where Sonic talks to Whisper and is very understanding, caring, and just, understand that she's not really a crowd person, and, really thanks her for her, coming in and helping out. And, Rouge kind of states that it's just like, it's weird that, Shadow is coming in for this, considering he's not really one for big team-ups himself, often not really being included in certain situations that are like group activities, basically. It's also kind of weird that Omega isn't here. You think he'd be along for this rompous ride as well. But, one of the variant covers also shows that Cream and Gemerald were here as well, but they're not here either, so that's something to take note of. We also have this nice little conversation between Blaze and Amy. Lots of character developing moments here, where they talk about the fact that Blaze has shifted her perspective, not really being as much of a loner as she used to be. and how she's trying to take a more positive attitude because of what she's learned from both Cream and Amy. We also have this great moment with Tangle hanging out with the Chaotix and Silver and showing off a little bit of Silver's naivete and gullibility, which is just very adorable. And as Sonic goes up to the bridge to kind of hang out with Tails, you know, seeing the calm before the storm, they have this nice little bonding moment before they are under siege from Angel Island. Blaze goes in, going powering up to Burning Blaze in order to take out most of the defenses and the various ships in their perimeter. While after the ship that they're on goes down, the Resistance and their allies go in order to, do as much damage on the main Angel Island itself. Um, Amy notices that Shadow kind of popped off while she doles out orders to everyone else. Just doing whatever they need to in order to lend support to the rest of the island while Sonic and Knuckles go in to take down Neo Metal. And I love this splash page with everyone just taking down the various forces of the Eggman Empire. What Shadow could possibly be up to off on his own and not directly going after Neo Metal Sonic is anyone's guess. It's interesting that he just kind of buggered off and went to go do his own thing when there are only so many things to really do here. But Blaze is doing her job taking out the various battleships while everyone lays siege to Angel Island itself. And as Sonic and Knuckles arrive at the altar where they confront Neo Metal Sonic, we find that his plan was to power up into Super Neo Metal Sonic in order to confront everyone this time with a more confined body. Whereas Metal Overlord's domineering and great big body wasn't able to take him on, maybe a swifter, sleeker body will be more of a match for everyone. Now, this kind of reminds me a bit of when, in the Archie comics, when Scourge kind of harnessed the power of the Master Emerald. But, this is a nice way of, it makes sense because it's a nice way of getting around, going around and collecting all the Chaos Emeralds and using that as a power-up. It's like the Master Emerald's just as capable, so it makes sense just to go to, like, one big source rather than searching around for 7 different smaller sources. How exactly Sonic and Knuckles will be able to take down Metal Sonic is anyone's guess, whether they'll be able to, just get to the Master Emerald and power up themselves. If Neo Metal Sonic will even let them do that, it's very up in the air. But we'll just have to see next time on Sonic IDW. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Where do you think Shadow is? What do you think of Super Neo Metal Sonic? How far do you think his planning will go? Will we continue to see him ruling the Eggman Empire, or does his ambitions end here? What do you think will happen with Sonic and Knuckles? Will they also power up, or will they just stay as themselves in order to take him down? Leave me a like if you liked what I had to say in this episode, or a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more Sonic the Hedgehog. It is a super